One Piece chapter 1178 is out, and my review is up on my channel for it. But I gotta talk more about it. Man, it has been a chapter, and it has not been the chapter I've been expecting. My expectation was for Imu to come in and absolutely wreck Loki and Luffy. I did not get that. Granted, we didn't have Imu here in his physical body. It was Imu possessing Gonko. And I said before, I don't think Gonko stands a chance against Luffy or Loki. I didn't think Summer stood a chance against Luffy, Loki, Zoro or Sanji. I didn't think fucking Killingham stood a chance against him. And on all of those points, I was completely right. On the solution for that, I was wrong. My idea here there was, okay, these enemies are so weak compared to our team here. These enemies are so weak. We need Domi-Reversi Loki. That was my solution, and Imu tried. Imu tried in this chapter. Imu tried to Domi-Reversi Loki and Luffy. And it didn't work. And Imu said, yep, that was expected basically. Imu basically voiced, yes, this was expected because they are, like Oda likes to do this thing where he's saying something but he's saying nothing by being extremely vague about it. It's like, yes, I knew this wouldn't work. Oda's basically just telling us, hey, Imu knew this wouldn't work. He's not surprised by this. He's not caught off guard by this. He just wanted to make sure. But I'm not gonna tell you why he knew it wouldn't work. I'm not gonna tell you the reason why. Like, the reason is that these two have like god devil fruits, and those god devil fruits have their own will that is so strong that I cannot Domi-Reversi them. That's an impossible explanation. But Oda is not giving us the confirmation for it. Oda's not telling us this is what it is. No. He's being extremely vague about it. And the other thing is, Imu told us this will be a war. This will be a war that will divide the world. Well, so far it wasn't even a fight, man. It was so one-sided. It was so fucking one-sided. This wasn't even a scrap. Like Luffy said as much. It's like, I didn't throw enough punches yet. Even though he's already all out of juice because see him being in gear 5 the entire time without actually fighting. Like, he was out of juice, but not because he fought so much, just because he like goofed around a lot in this form, and just being in this form takes energy out of him. And Loki said something similar with his full-on Devil Fruit form. His full Devil Fruit form, being that big, drains his stamina really fast, apparently. He said as much. He said that this takes a lot of energy out of me, being this big. Is kind of what he said. Well, okay. And then we had Chopper, our forest god. Possibly. Maybe something else. Maybe like the heal fruit. The power to heal all illnesses. In Chopper himself. It's like, it would go back wonderfully to Drum Island arc, where like the seeing of like the cherry blossoms, seeing the cherry blossom in the Winterland is like supposed to heal them, but it doesn't really do much. It's just showing you something, and what's healing you is actually inside of you, like your soul is being healed. And Chopper has the dream to find a cure to all illnesses. So he's doing this very scientifically, like he's actually curing illnesses. But what if Chopper had the power all along to just cure all illnesses inside of him because of his devil fruit? I don't know if I would like that. But that's an angle. It's an angle. It's an idea. Well, yeah. And even if it's the forest god, I mean, the forest is like nature all around us. It's like, what is more healing than nature? We find herbs in nature, plants that help us heal sicknesses. Doctors use these herbs and mushrooms and whatnot to heal. Antibiotica is derived, initially found by a mushroom, basically, by mold. But yeah, mold is a type of mushroom, so I think, if I'm not wrong, in my chemistry classes, in my biology classes, mold is a type of mushroom, I think. Pretty sure, 90% sure of that. But yeah, it is nature that brings us all of this healing possibilities even first. Nature can also be treacherous. Take the wrong mushroom, and we learned this also on Drum Island. Take the wrong mushroom and you die. Take the right mushroom and you heal. It is yin and yang. It's here and there. So Chopper, just him being the forest god, instead of just having the human fruit. There are things there, man. There are things there. And I mean, Chopper is an animal. Like, he is not a human that ate a devil fruit and became like this reindeer thing. No. He is a human. Wrong. He is a reindeer that ate a mushroom-shaped fruit on an island where there was supposed to be a mushroom that heals all illnesses. There's a mythical mushroom on this island that supposedly heals all illnesses. And Chopper was on this island and ate a mushroom-shaped devil fruit. And now he's a doctor that wants to heal all illnesses. Oda, playing the long game here. Like years back, someone asked Oda in an SBS, and it's been quoted a bunch of times. It's also been misquoted and mistranslated. And someone asked, what happens if a human ate Chopper's devil fruit? And Oda's jokingly answer was like, they become human. He basically told us they become like really human. As a jokingly answer, like, this is not a canon answer, this is not 100% answer, this is a side question in an SBS he got asked, and he answered it not seriously. And it was mistranslated to being like they become enlightened, they can become like a deity, like they ascend basically, they become superhuman. But no, what Oda said was just they become human. But what now if that's not even the human fruit to begin with? Because people have been pointing out for years on years, ever since we have Chopper basically. So if this is the human fruit, why in his full devil fruit form doesn't Chopper look like a human? He looks like a Yeti, man. He doesn't really look like a human. Like, if you're confused which of all of Chopper's form, Chopper has like 20 forms, is the full form. I think it's confirmed the canonically one where he looks like a Yeti is rather big. Like, he walks on two legs, he's super muscular and big. Like, his small form in which he runs around constantly, that's not his full form. Now, Chopper spends like most of his days and nights and sleeps in a hybrid form. Like, that's more of his hybrid form right there. like something between a deer and a whatever Chopper's devil fruit is, man, whatever it is. But yeah, so Chopper heals the people that were Dormy reversed, basically. He attacks them, but as the giant said in the one chapter, hey, this didn't even hurt me at all, you idiot. But Chopper didn't attack the giant, he attacked the demon that's inside the giant. And the demon got expelled out of there and burned. Like, Chopper got rid of the illness of Dormy reversi. Chopper healed the person just by touching them. Oh. So, does that mean he's a forest god? No. Could be. But what it means is Chopper is the natural counter to Dormy reversi. Like, we have on the crew someone, if anyone gets Dormy reversi, then Chopper is there. He just has to push. No longer Dormy reversi. Dormy reversi just became useless. If Chopper is there. Like, we have to get rid of Chopper for Dormy reversi to have any relevance anymore. If Chopper is there, Dormy reversi doesn't matter. And I kind of feel like that's on purpose. Like, Dormy reversi had its use. The use was Roxy Sebek. Dormy reversi was created solely to be used on Roxy Sebek and make him turn evil. And that was the use of Dormy reversi. And Oda was like, well, damn, I have now given Emo this power to like pull people on his side, so he has to use it, and he uses it in this arc on the giants. He uses it. But I don't want this to be like a problem constantly. Like, yeah, I can make Luffy and Loki and certain characters immune to it, sure. I can explain that. But I can't explain why Emo's not using it constantly on other people. Well, the explanation is Chopper is here. And he be punching that Dormy reversi out of people. Now we don't have this problem anymore as an author. As Oda doesn't have this problem anymore. Where we are like, hey Oda, why isn't Emo Dormy reversing this person or this person? Oda would just be like, yeah, he could do that, but he knows Chopper is there and he can just undo it instantly. Like, why would Emo use it if it's just undone? Emo's smart, no? So maybe he wrote himself into a corner there. And Oda is a good author, so he writes himself out of this corner instantly. So I do think, yes, Dormy reversi is kind of useless now. And I do think this is on purpose. Like, it's a very powerful power, but not against our crew. It is very powerful, showing how powerful the villain is, what he can do. And it's already counted. So Emo has to have more power. And I've been watching like a bunch of One Piece content, One Piece creators, and I heard that if you read the spoilers, and disclaimer, I never read spoilers, I read the full chapter. I read it first usually in a fan translation, and then later on, when it comes out, I read the official translation to make sure everything is like translated correctly. Okay, but I heard the spoilers are out, and I heard we are getting some real big information about Emo in the next chapter, and we got some real big information about Emo in the spoilers. So now to address why I don't read the spoilers. So spoilers, first off, I like to read the entire thing. I like to read the entire chapter. Spoilers are not that. They're just spoilers. They're like ruining the plot twist in the flow of the story. I like to read the flow of the story. Like, the spoiler's gonna be like something like Dory and Broggy cut each other's heads off and get Dormy reversied. That's somewhere in the middle of the chapter. But the spoiler's just gonna be that. So when I then go and read the chapter, I would already know that. So yeah, I don't want to read that. I don't want to hear about it, know about it. But what I heard about it is that it contains information of Emu. Like, I'm very thankful to the One Piece creator that said that it was like, hey, if you're thinking about reading spoilers, don't. He was like, yeah, don't do it. Don't read the spoilers. Avoid them at all costs this week. Try to avoid them. And he was really vague about it. And just was like, yeah, okay, it's something about Emu. Like, we could have figured that without that. Anyways, because after last chapter ended with Emu being like, Merijua is gonna be without me for a while. So I was like, okay. At the end of my chapter review, it's like, yeah, this could mean many things. This could mean Emu is now going straight to Elbaf and into a real fight with his real body going all in, and we get this fight with Emu where Emu just completely destroys Loki and Luffy. The entire crew, everyone. This could be it. This could what we were getting. Or Emu goes the most scheming villain route where he doesn't confront our crew. I can't say heroes because Luffy is not a hero. Stated himself several times he's not a hero. Well, or pirates. He's not gonna confront them directly, but go out in the world and do stuff. Set pieces into motion. Where could he be going? Any amount of islands. Any destroyed allied island. We have Wano sealing away Pluton. Was it Pluton? I think it was Pluton. Underwater there. Like the border, the walls of Wano are artificial. If they remove the water would drain and reveal an ancient weapon. Maybe Emu's going after that. Maybe Emu's just going after allies of the Straw Hats in general. Like, hey, these people are allies of this pirate crew. They're allied with this Yonko. They're affiliated with the Yonko, so I'm going after them. Emu could be doing that. Or we have the straight up fighting approach where Emu just comes and is a powerhouse himself. In his own body, he's actually way stronger than when he possesses someone. Like, he can't be hurt when he possesses someone, but he also can't hurt others as well. Like, he can use Domi-Roshi and pull out a fucking shotgun and shoot someone's arm off with it, but his actions are limited because he's not actually there. Alright? So he has to go there himself. And he could just go through the abyss portal into the castle, right? Like, there's still an open abyss in the castle where he could just go to and be there in like lickety split. He would be like right there on Elbaf. And yeah, even if he does that, I don't think we get this like in the next chapter where he's already there fighting, because we gotta like recoup. We gotta have some story pieces. Maybe we talk to Shuri Gonko, who's actually Princess Shuri in reality. Like, maybe we have a conversation with Brook when he comes to himself. He's like, hey, I wanna talk to this woman and she's now frozen in an ice block, so let's thaw her out. But make sure she's restrained because she's under influence of Emu. No? And now Emu's not there anymore. And now maybe Gonko would actually talk to us. Maybe tell us stuff. Like, get a lore dump out of her. That would be great. I love lore dumps. Man, I love lore in One Piece. The lore is what makes One Piece. Like, and we have like one panel where Luffy eats some food, and then by him eating food, he's completely fine to fight once Emu arrives. Once he needs to fight again, he can fight. Then we have Biblo, the owl, being gone with all the books. That could be resolved. Question, what is Biblo? Is he... I mean, he's an ancient owl. He's an owl that is ancient, that has always been there, even before they built the library. Biblo was already there. Biblo is old, man. Biblo might be from the Void Century or before that even. Biblo might just be one of those animal beings that is this old. Like we have Radatotska, we have Sunisha, and now we have Biblo. Biblo might be one more of those animal beings. And we have someone that can talk to animals, our forest god deity. Like, why can Chopper talk to animals? Is it because he's an animal himself? Maybe. Or maybe it's the power of his devil fruit. Like Chopper can talk to any animal. It's not like Chopper can talk to reindeers only. It's like, oh yeah, I understand reindeers because I am one. No. Chopper can talk to any animal. Just making noises, animal noises. Like you hear in the forest. He would hear this bird singing and would be like, hey, the bird would be, hey, watch out, over there is a fox. And Chopper would understand this. So, it maddens me that we didn't have the panel of Chopper talking to Biblo, but that's because Oda wanted to go somewhere and he didn't have the time for that. But right now we are on our break of fighting. And we mentioned Biblo and the books are gone. And Chopper is right there in the middle of all of it. He's not in the library, but Biblo is neither. Neither is Biblo. So we could just be finding Biblo, and then Robin is like, hey, Chopper, can you talk to the owl, please? Because you can talk to animals, right? You haven't done this in like years of One Piece anymore, but you have this power. I remember now. Like Robin is smart, so she will go and grab Chopper and be like, hey, talk to this dude. Please. I need to know. What is Biblo? Because we have a mythical ancient owl that might or might not be a devil fruit user. Not confirmed. Vegapunk was just like, yeah, the theory is that he has devil fruit. But it's an owl, I don't know, I can't ask him. Like, he just goes, hoo. And I'm like, okay. Hoo, I guess. Yeah. So, that would one be a thing that we could have. Next thing. Imu. I do fear for Imu as a villain. If Imu doesn't pan out as a villain, like strength-wise, if he doesn't like add up strength-wise, if Imu was just like this really smart scheming villain that got to where he is by scheming and not through actual power, that downscales so many characters in ancient One Piece history, in a way. That downscales Troy Boy. And I don't want that. So I'm on a post where Imu needs to be strong and powerful. But also, if Imu is not strong, we have Blackbeard. Blackbeard is very much aiming for Imu. Blackbeard, when he was like 3 years old, had his father, Domi reversied, by Imu. Killed by Imu's soldiers. Barely escaped with his life thanks to Kuma. This guy is traumatized. Like, Blackbeard is a villain, my guy. Blackbeard is a real villain. But Oda gave him a reason to be one. Oda gave him trauma, like real trauma. Like, motherfucker, he's born on an island where just everyone got slaughtered by the government. And his father got taken away from him. And his father knew stuff and he got information passed on to him. Forbidden information. Information no one else in this world knows. And Blackbeard knows some stuff. From his mother, from his family, from his father, he learned stuff. His father had a plan concerning 2 devil fruits. One of them being the devil fruit Loki has. And Rox wanted Harold to eat the devil fruit because he knew only if a giant eats it, it's that big of a dragon. It's only gonna work then. That's the only way this works. So Harold has to eat it. I can't take it and eat it. I'm gonna be a tiny ass dragon man. No. No. Harold has to eat it. But no, Loki ate it. Loki has the devil fruit. And he can use this power. And what was the other devil fruit Rox wanted? What was the second devil fruit Rox wanted? Long to be assumed that it was the Nika fruit. Like maybe he wanted the Nika fruit. The song got powers. I mean, those are some really good powers. Seem to be countering Emu rather well. What other devil fruit is there that Blackbeard hunted for years and years and years? Spent his life on a pirate crew just to find it. And then he found it one day. Murdered his crewmate and ate it. Yes, the darkness fruit. A Logia fruit with the darkness powers. Is it really though a Logia? It's another mythical zone, isn't it? Because Blackbeard ain't intangible. No. Blackbeard is like, yeah, I'm not intangible like other Logias. But as an exchange of it, I feel pain like twice as much. It's like, what? So you don't get invulnerable, but you feel pain like twice as much. And it was translated and many times mentioned by YouTube channels and people thankfully correcting this. Like it was translated in the early days that Blackbeard said, oh, my devil fruit can absorb, you feel it, as he was fighting Shanks, you feel it, my devil fruit can absorb the power of the devil. That is what he actually said, it can absorb the power of the devil. But it got translated as, it can absorb powers of devil fruits. So I'm making your devil fruit useless. But what it actually does is absorb the power of the devil. Now the devils in devil fruits are actually what gives the powers, so that might still work in that way, that you can just absorb devil fruit powers, nullify them completely. But we now have a very comically villain devil character in our story with Imu-sama. And there's a theory out there that Blackbeard is going to absorb Imu-sama completely. Absorb his powers, his everything. Take the power for himself and become the final villain of the saga. Because Blackbeard is the villain we were promised. And the villain we shall get. So there's two ways to go with this. Either at some point we fight alongside Blackbeard against Imu-sama, or, as said, Blackbeard takes over Imu-sama, takes his position, his place, and becomes our villain. Like Blackbeard, you see, Rox wasn't a bad guy. I don't feel like Rox was that bad of a guy. He was a pirate, alright. Maybe a little bit of a bad guy. Maybe some pillaging here and there, yeah. Happens. But he was not our villainy, evil pirate kind of guy. He very much cared for his crew and his people around him. He cared for his family, his son and his wife, and his parents and everyone. He cared for the people. He wasn't someone who was stone cold to this. He came to God Valley and died not being ready to face Imu-sama because he cared about the people around him. And either we are getting the redemption of Blackbeard at some point, and Blackbeard isn't as bad as we think he is, But then again, Blackbeard just killed people for... Well, he had a devil fruit I wanted, man. I had to kill him for it. The invisibility fruit, yeah. That's really good on my swordsman, man. I murked your crewmate warrior. He's dead. Blackbeard is like the worst outcome of what Rox could have been. Blackbeard has trauma and reason to be this kind of bad of a guy. Because the world government wronged him. They took his father from him. And he's gonna make the entire world pay. He's not just gonna make the government pay. No. He's gonna make everyone pay. He's gonna lash out. And he has a reason to lash out, my guy. He has the motivation. No, this is writing. Like, he's not evil for the sake of just being evil. No, he has a reason. His fucking childhood, my god. He's a monster, maybe. But a monster that was made. A monster, not just born a monster. This is deeper writing, man. And I think we need to go there. At some point. Like... So either we beat Emo and Blackbeard is still there as a villain for some reason. Or Blackbeard becomes more of a villain. With all the reason he has to be. Like, oh man, that sounds rather good to me. And yeah, Emo's heading out of Mariachal now. He's heading out for the first time in centuries, as far as we know. What a chance for Blackbeard. Like, what is going on in Mariachal, by the way? The city is burning. Pangea Castle is fine, but the city apparently burned. There were houses in a panel burnt down. Who's doing that? Is it Blackbeard? Is Blackbeard doing that? Is it the revolutionaries? Who is doing that? We don't know. Not yet. And I'm excited for the next chapter. It's about to come out in like a few days, I guess. Because we don't have a break this week, even though it's Easter. But yeah, Easter is a very Western holiday, so I think we still get our chapter. I'm confident. Man, I can't wait for it. Yeah. See you in the next one. Bye.